Today we're going to be building a simple tool to help you take apart your Mauser bolt. So first you need to flip up the flag safety. We'll just take the bolt apart most of the way first. Throw a button in. Alright, so when you get to this part, normally what you need to do is push the firing pin into something and push down and then rotate your cocking piece. Now, especially for the 2447 and M49 Mausers, the firing pins are kind of rare. They can get a little bit pricey because they don't quite match the other firing pin pieces. So what we want to make sure is that we have something that can index on this little ledge right here. And what we hope to do is to push against that edge instead of our firing pin tip. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure this. We need to have at least 1 3/4 inches of space in our object that we're going to be building. Now, the reason I say that is because this may be different for different Mausers. For the 2447, it is 1 3/4 inches, but you might want to check with yours because the firing pin dimensions are different on Mausers from other countries. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take a simple wood glue and put it all over these 2x4s. Actually, just one side of one of them. I'll put a little more on the other side just to be safe. And then just press that up against each other. And then we'll just set some weights on top of those two and let them dry, and I'll come back tomorrow to show you the next step. Alright, so the glue on my 2 blocks of wood has dried, and basically what we want to do is drill a hole in the center of it that will fit snugly around this part of the firing pin. We want it to index on this ledge right here and wrap around this tightly so that there's not too much room to wobble around for it to break. For me, that is a 3/8 inch drill bit. However, it might be a different size for your Mauser. I recommend checking, however, it should be 3/8 for every Mauser. Let's go. I didn't want to drill all the way through this piece of wood, but if you do, that shouldn't matter. So just dump it out. Make sure we did get deep enough for our firing pin. And it looks like we did. Alright, finally, to take it apart, you'll just put the firing pin down into that hole we just drilled, and then you will pull down on this. Mine is extra tight, and I'll maybe explain why that is someday. My spring is extra strong. We shove that down, rotate our cocking piece, and it'll pull right off, and then try not to get the webbing of your fingers stuck in those little grooves on the firing pin. I've done it before, and it can make you bleed. It's not too terrible, but it does definitely hurt. Thank you so much for watching. I'm 8mm Mauser Man, and I would love if you liked and subscribed to my other videos. I do a lot of Mauser stuff.